can you introduce yourself?
Yes,
Your
hello.
name?
My name is Alina.
Selena.
Alina.
Alina. Okay. What do you think of Guayaquil? This is
It is very nice. It is very hot, but
very hard.
yes.
What is the best of Guayaquil?
I don't know, the Malecon?
This Malaysia.
That is the only part that I know.
Oh, okay. And what is the worst?
The humidity.
Would you recommend other people to visit Guayaquil?
Sure. I don't know. I don't really know anything about Guayaquil. So,
How many days you have here?
I got here this morning. I arrived this afternoon. I arrived this afternoon.
Less than a day.
Yes.
less than that.
Can interview
Sure.
you? Thank you.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from the United States.
Can you introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Drew
Drew.
Randall.
Okay. What do you think of Guayaquil?
I think Guayaquil is a very big city with a lot of things. Really good seafood.
Okay, thank you. What is the best of Guayaquil?
The seafood.
The
I love
seafood.
the seafood.
La comida del
Yes,
mar.
exactly.
Okay. Have you tasted the ceviche?
Yes. I prefer the encebollado though.
Very good. Very good. ¿Cómo se dice? Muy buen gusto. Very good taste.
Yeah, very good taste. Yeah.
Yeah. What is the worst in Guayaquil?
Maybe from what my friends tell me, the crime is maybe the worst part.
Would you recommend other people to visit Guayaquil?
Yes. I would recommend others to visit Guayaquil to see maybe the Malecon or go to the beaches by the beaches.
Very nice.
Do you know Montañita?
Yeah. But I have only visited Montañita for 15 minutes or 30 minutes, so
Oh.
not very long.
Debería ser unos 2 días. 2
Yeah,
days in
yeah.
Montañita is very nice. Eh?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Where are you from?
I'm from the southeast of England in the United Kingdom.
Okay. Can you introduce yourself?
Well, my name is Graham Stagg. I'm an English teacher here in the University of Guayaquil. And I've been living in Ecuador for 12 years. I'm married, I have 2 children. I really enjoy teaching English and also reading, traveling, doing sport, listening to music.
Okay. What do you think of Guayaquil?
It's a big city. I think it's a bit too big. It's grown in a bit of a disorganized way, and that's why the city council has a lot of work to try to improve the services and improve the quality of life for the people here. I think the people also have a responsibility there. People are friendly and relaxed, but sometimes we need a little bit more discipline to try and make the city better.
Okay, that is true. According to you, what is the best of Guayaquil?
I think the people who are naturally friendly and welcoming to visitors. I think that's the best thing. And I suppose the second best thing would be the climate, in the sense that it never gets cold. You can always go out in a t-shirt or a shirt.
What is the worst?
The traffic, yeah.
The hat?
Well, no, I mean, if you live in a cold climate, the heat isn't the worst thing. To me, it's the traffic. I mean, the attitude of the drivers that makes it like really hard to drive, and I think it's dirty as well. I mean, people don't really work very hard to keep the city clean. So those are the 2 observations I have.
Okay. And finally, would you recommend to other peoples to visit Guayaquil?
Yeah, I recommend people visit Guayaquil as part of a trip to Ecuador. So they should also visit other places as well. But going between the beaches and the mountains it's a good idea to stop off for a couple of days in Guayaquil and and get a flavor of the city.
Okay.
Good morning. My name is Nathan Marquez, and I'm a student from the University of Guayaquil in the 7th semester C1. And I am going to talk about standard American English and standard British English, the differences and how people use the language. Now, also, I've heard a lot of times people say, what is better to speak, British English or American English? Well, I say it's whatever you feel you can adapt to or makes it easier to learn. But let's go to how the both people speak in this case. Now, American English it's spoken, I guess, a little bit more clear than British English because sometimes British English is not understandable, but American English is more understandable. And as you can see, a lot of people like American English because it's where a lot of famous singers come from and famous movies or whatnot. But British English, let's say, is where English was established, actually. And I guess it's more formal and more, I think, professional in a certain way. Well, that's my opinion about American English and British English. Thank you.
Hello everybody. My name is Ramon Contreras and I will talk about the pronunciation and its difference between American English and the British English. Even speaking the same language, the difference is remarkable when you listen to an American speaker and another from United Kingdom. Sometimes the pronunciation is completely distinct, even with words written in the same way. The possible reasons are, first, British English has received too much influence from French, not only in new words, but also linguistically. Second, the English orthography was done by London's academics, but the American orthography was done by just one man named Noah Webster, a lexicographer who was looking for a more simple grammar, different from the United Kingdom. And third, Americans love to remove words from sentence and conversation for short. The British don't do it because they want to tell things accurately. Now, the rules of pronunciation. We can find certain particularities in British English. The first, the sound of the letter R is usually omitted, except when it is followed by a vowel. For example, this word, British, writer, American, writer. This is another word, British, car, American, car. Another word, British, poor, American, poor. Second peculiarity. In British English, the sound of the letter T is T, a strong T, while in American English it's like a soft D. For example, this word, British, better, American, better. Another word, British, 30, American, 30. This other word, British, party. American, party. Third, in British English, the sound of the letter A is O. In American English, is it A. We find this sound in words like British, stop. American, stop. British, lot. American, lot. British, water. American, water. And fourth and finally, in American English, the sound of the syllable ER changed in British English to ear. Example, this word, British, here. American, here. Another word, British, year. American, year. Another word, tears. American, tears. So that's all. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Catherine Layana and I'm going to talk about the difference between British and American fluency and intonation. In the video, I can listen this difference. The Americans talk faster, and that made that a little difficult understand what they say. For example, from the two Americans, the women speaks faster and use a different intonation because she varied between high and low intonations. On the other hand, the British speaks slower and more clear, which made it easy to understand what he was talking about. But in my opinion, the intonation of the British is more neutral. It's the same in all the sentence. That is, there isn't much variety between high and low intonations, as the American women did. Thank you.
Well, as we can hear, the two accents have similarities, but the big difference is in their pronunciation. Some words even change their meaning when we translate it. One of the biggest differences between there is the formality of speaking of the British. Many of them are very polite, even when they have a regular conversation. We observed it when we did the interview. Americans are very more open-minded people. They use words that anyone can understand.
Hello, good evening. Let's remember about the culture of the UK. This is influenced by the history as a developed state, a liberal democracy and a great power. It's predominantly Christian religious life and its composition of 4 countries, like England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland, each of which has distinct customs, cultures, and symbolism. The wider culture of Europe has also influenced British culture, and humanism, Protestantism, and representative democracy. British literature, music, cinema, art, theater, comedy, television, media, philosophy, architecture, and education are important aspects of the British culture. UK is also prominent in science and technology too.